Hi guys, back again. I've been, what do you call it, not been able to make any videos or catch-up videos for about a month. Something went in my eye, scratched it up real bad, and finally, after a lot of fucking around, they finally sent me to an eye specialist because I couldn't see a thing out of it. And now it's all better now. Well, pretty much I got about 95% back. He said it'll take another month. So now I can do these catch-up videos. So anyway, enough of the sob story from me. So this is the cabinet for the Philips Model 125. I've completely redid it. I wasn't going to. I was just going to fix up a few errors on the cabinet, but a closer look, I just decided to strip the whole thing back. It's come up real nice. I'm very happy with it. Very happy. Now, you see that mark just there? That is a flaw in the veneer. I sanded the shit out of it. Didn't make any difference. So, other than that, that's the only issue I have with it. I'll just get up and show you the top of the radio. There we go. There's the top. Looks nice. It's all good. All right, now, if we look up there, there's the Nordmandy, all finished. Now, if you remember, I said I sent off this gold stuff around here, and one along. There's a couple along there, to be, and for the Mullard, there's one up there, just there, as well. I sent them off to get electroplated. Well, they called it gold electroplating, but it's actually brass. Anyway, I didn't end up doing it because they wanted $664 just to do that, and the one on the Mullard. And the guy rang me and he goes, were you ready to go ahead? I said, mate, I'm not paying $664 to get a few little things fucking plated, bronze plated. He goes, oh, it's because of this. I said, mate, I was born at night, not last night. You're ripping me off. Forget it. I said, pack them up, send them back to me, tell me how much it's going to cost, and I'll pay for it. Anyway, so it cost me $12. Big deal, right, to get sent back. So anyway, let's move on to the actual radio, the Philips radio itself. Just let me get myself organised here. Right. Okay, now, here we go. I've replaced all the capacitors and some of the resistors. Most of them are okay. As you can see, there's a few resistors here, all these caps, resistors. But I did leave one capacitor just there. See it in there? That's the coupling capacitor. So I left that there for a reason, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, I did I used a disc capacitor there. You see that there? I bought a whole bunch of them. I think I bought 100 of 20 nanofarads, which is 0.02 in microfarads. So I'm going to buy another 100 of 0.01s, and so I'm going to start using more disc capacitors. And two reasons. One, they're cheaper than normal capacitors, which is not the main reason, but the main reason is that they're reliable. They're super reliable. And I would go as far to say that they're as reliable as a microcapacitor, in my opinion. I don't think they're better than microcapacitors, but I think they're as good as. So anyway, let me just power this radio up. And I just want to show you something, just as a matter of interest mainly. Okay, put that on, put the test meter on, and we'll just see here. Put that on there. Okay. Now, this should come up in a minute. This is a very responsive radio too, I might say. So you can just hear it. I've got the volume down a bit. Now I do have this on dim bulb, as you can see up there, barely. But I just wanted to show you this with this coupling capacitor. You see that? She's about 2 or 3 volts leaking, right? Now, you might say, big deal. It's only leaking 3 volts. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be leaking any volts into the grid of the output tube. So it's got to be replaced. But I just wanted to show you that. Now, you might say, like I said, 2 or 3 volts is nothing. But it is, because it puts an extra load on the output tube, and it also causes distortion in what you hear. So I'm going to go ahead now and replace that, and then we'll test it again and see if there's 0 volts going through. So I'm just going to pause. Alright, back again. Change that capacitor, put a disc in, as you can see, 0.02 or 20 nanofarads. So now we'll power up this radio and we'll see what happens. Dim bulb's on up there, you see. Just wait for this to come up to speed. Okay, she's on. You can just hear the music. Now let's have a look at the voltage. 0 volts. Right, 0 volts. Now that's the way it should be, okay? I'll just turn this off. Right, and that's why you must change your coupling capacitor. Okay, so I'm going to put this radio now, it's just about finished. I'm going to put this back in its cabinet, and then I'll show you the end result. And then the next vid, I'm going to move on to the, Grundig. Can't remember what model, but I'll have to look it up and look for a schematic and everything. So I'll just pause this while I put this back in the cabinet. Right, back on. Radio's all together. There's the glass in and the dial, as we can see. No problems, working away there. It's all good. So this radio is finished. So I'm going to call it quits on this one, and the next vid will be on the Grundig. So alright guys, I'll see you then. Bye.